you can live a life in flow where your deepest heart's desires become reality. At Set to Love, we offer strategies and ideas on how you can stay out of crazy town. See, your human experience is meant to be lived with meaning, purpose, and creativity. You are here to contribute through your essence. We are best friends, moms, entrepreneurs, and above all, find our flow in assisting you to find yours. We come together weekday mornings to bring you ideas to fall deeper in love with your life and the journey that you are on. Take what works and ditch the rest, and always stay set to love. Thank you for being a part of this community. We're all designed to live in flow. So let's go. I tell myself so many stories, often making things worse than they really are. Sometimes I even get myself really upset with what might happen or what I think could happen. Today, Shelley and I are talking about fear on Set to Love. Welcome to another episode. How are you, my friend, on this election day?
Good morning. I'm doing amazing. To me, it's not election day. It's Brooke's birthday.
Oh, yay! Happy birthday to your daughter.
I gave birth 29 years ago today. So
congratulations.
To me, today has a lot more positive. I mean, I guess it really is positive, even about the election. It's all what you tell yourself and how you look at this experience of the day. So
absolutely. It's so much a mindset thing, isn't it? It's so scary, Shelley. I'll tell you what. So the acronym that we here at Set to Love have for fear is focusing energy on alternate realities. And that's when you hear one thing or see one thing, and then you start telling yourself these stories, and then one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, it's like the apocalypse is about to happen. You started off with like not having enough Captain Crunch cereal, and now it's the apocalypse. I mean, it's just like crazy how your brain starts firing and going into this fear mode at times. And I was even, we were talking earlier before we started the show here, and I was looking on Facebook, and which something maybe we shouldn't do today. One way to avoid fear is to not go down the rabbit hole of social media, because it will suck you in any way it can. And if it sees that you are fearful, it will play to your fear and show you more and more and more of that. So you stay online. It doesn't care why it keeps you online. But I had friends who were like, I don't have enough wine to get through the next 24 hours. And someone else was like, I'm biting off all my nails. And there is so much anxiety and fear right now. And it's something that this is a great conversation for us to have. What are ways that people can get through today when they're not celebrating their daughter's birthday, or they don't have something positive right now, and all they're thinking about is the negative and what could happen and the stories they're telling themselves?
Well, I mean, I think the hard part, before I answer your question, the hard part is I was talking to a friend who is not going to work today because her area, they've boarded up everything, and they're just anticipating some kind of rioting, and that's brought on fear. I mean, I know they have to plan ahead, but at the same time, that I heard that people were, at the lines in Costco for the toilet paper again. And it's like all this buildup of what if in the negativity, and they're trying to be prepared for something bad to happen. So, that's really scary. One of my daughter's coworkers called the ambulance for anxiety, or, he didn't have a heart attack, but like this stuff is real. So it's not a matter of just breathe through it or whatever. I think it's more about what you're surrounding yourself with, no matter who the president is going to be, and that we're not finding out today anyway. So get over it. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm not that great about politics, but I think you can maybe see a majority of whoever is going to get what at some point today. But until the deal is done, nobody's really going to know, which is going to be in a few days. So breathe. Nothing can happen right now. And I know people are really, really passionate about it. And, it is. People are looking at this as our future for business owners. And I mean, I don't know, Eva. It's almost like for me, I just feel like I just want to focus around being around people
Mm-hmm.
that make me happy, and I'm so glad I have a distraction. So maybe that's the idea. Have some distractions today of doing something else, because you can't change. This day is happening. We are in this election and there's nothing we can do about it. So do we want to go through it with grace and feel okay? Or and then I don't know. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed myself.
I love you. Oh, you make me smile. Let's talk about fear for a second. Like, just really break down how this works in your body. So, fear starts as thoughts, the thoughts that you put in. So, if you can chop it off at the thoughts, you're better off. So, maybe don't spend so much time on social media. Don't spend so much time watching, pop in and out, kind of see where things are going. Or I even saw one person post, they're going to go camping for a week with no phone and then just come back after
Smart.
a week and just see like where the world is. But let's break this down. So your thoughts become your emotions. And fear can hijack your thoughts. Fear then hijacks your emotions and how you're feeling inside. And that dictates your experience, the actions around you. So if you let your thoughts go and ruminate and spiral out and you start creating all these realities, you're going to feel it in your body in a lot of different places. Could be your chest, could be your stomach. You could get headaches, ringing in your ears, lots of ways that it will manifest in your body. And then how you interact with the world around you will be determined by those emotions. So, really giving yourself some grace and some space to just cut it off at whatever point you can. Know where your limit is. It's so important in times like these and in just crazy times in your life in general, when things come up, to know where enough is enough. Don't overdo it. It's like the 21-year-old who starts drinking, who doesn't know where her cutoff is. And all of a sudden they're just like way out there. So know how much you can take in so you don't end up passed out with fear down the road, because it can hijack you.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. And just know, you can do what you can do. So that means go vote today for those of you who are fearful. If you do an action to take one step towards, and so at least if you voted, or if you choose not to, that's fine too, but at least you've made that decision, and then you have to let it go, because we can only do what we can do. It's like, this is happening, we're going through this, and all I hope for is that the negativity with the expectations that people are gonna fight and have rioting and boarding up buildings. I just feel like that makes me really sad to think that's
Did she freeze? I think I lost Shelley there. I agree though, Shelley. Hopefully you'll pop back on here in a second. It really is. It's really tough to be in this kind of a space, to be in this really fearful space. I completely understand how everyone is feeling out there. And that's why it is so important for us to do our best to be able to take in what you can, know that you control you. This is something that I tell my campers, the summer camp that I run. You control you, and that is all you can control. And so it is so important for us to be able to really check ourselves, check our emotions, do what we can do to be present with the people that we love in our lives, do what we can to really be available to ourselves and to just show up wholeheartedly. And when you start to see the craziness and you start to see the chaos and it starts to suck you down into crazy town, then step away. I see it as like this. So if crazy town's over here, it's like this tornado with all these hooks, and it wants to grab you and suck you there, pull you into this crazy town. And if you can recognize the tornado, if you can see the hooks are trying to grab you and you just say no, put it down, walk away, go for a run, go for a walk, put on good music, do what you can do to recalibrate and rebalance yourself, because again, you control you. whatever's going to happen today is going to happen. And the best thing that we can do right now is to hold as much grace as you can hold, to hold as much love as you can hold, because that's all that we can do right now. And one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. Love yourself. Do the best that you can. I saw someone say somewhere, let's not start civil war. And I just thought, how about, yeah, let's not. That would be a good start. But also, what can you do to not contribute to that? So if you're going to post something mean on Facebook or Instagram, how about no? How about today, let's not be passive aggressive? How about today, let's not be mean? How about today, let's just not even post anything that might be construed as negative? Let's not go out and riot. Let's not hurt other people. Let's not hoard all the toilet paper. Let's not create panic. Let's try so hard to be amazing humans and show that regardless of how this goes, that we are going to stick together and that we are going to be able to get through this. That's really my message for today. Fear is focusing energy on alternate realities. When we let the fear grab hold of our thoughts, it'll grab hold of your emotions and it will dictate your experiences. So when you can step away from fear, or at least recognize it and say, oh, I see you. I see you, fear. Nope, you don't get to have that kind of control over my life. Then you will be able to coexist with fear and have it not control your life. You won't let it suck you down into anxiety. And one last tip, box breathing. I know you might hear us say this a lot, or you might hear others say this a lot, but when you breathe in 6 seconds, hold it for a few seconds, breathe out, slow 6 seconds, hold it, breathe in. They're automatically doing that 6 times. You will lower your anxiety, come back to baseline, and you can start from a clean place. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm sending so much love and support to our community out there. Please hold space for the people around you. Please don't go crazy town. Don't be a contributor to the madness that will probably ensue in some places. Hold love, hold gratitude. We will get through this together. I love you guys. I'm grateful you're a part of the Set to Love community. And we will be here tomorrow morning, no matter what. I cannot wait to have you be a part of this community again tomorrow. You can find us at settolove.com. Send us an email if you'd like to reach out that way, settolovepodcast@gmail.com. And we will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.